Hey guys, Callum here from 3D Tomorrow. In today's video I want to show you the latest project I've been working on, which is putting together a custom phone holder for my van so that I can use maps hands-free when I'm driving along. The van does have information display, whatever you call them, but it doesn't have the navigation built into it, and you'd have to pay £300 if you wanted to get the plug-in off eBay, or £500 if you went direct to Mercedes and got it done, which I'm not keen on doing, to be honest. So yeah, went ahead and printed this phone holder. So yeah, for this project I used what I like to call lazy design. It's rare for me. Normally I'm OCD and take loads of measurements, but this time all I did was take a measurement just for the cup holder and then go straight into Fusion 360 and create a design. The first one I came up with was this. Now this was all in one piece, as you can see, like that, but it snapped because for some random reason I decided to separate the bit to go into the cup holder and the bit to hold the phone. However, there were some good takings from this design. This piece that I designed to go into the phone holder, you'll see has a slit through it. So I designed it to be just slightly bigger than the cup holder itself, and then the compression, when you put it in, would stop it from pinging back out. And that worked really well. So I'd recommend that if you're ever trying to use something to go into cup holders or any sort of circular space, you can use this sort of compression to make it push fit. Also means it can work on a variety of different sizes, so that was cool. This used loads of support, so it took about 8 hours to print. Printing in PETG, and so I didn't really want to use supports because they're a pain to remove, as layer adhesion on PETG is really good. So I went back to the drawing board and decided to angle the design so that I could, one, bring the phone holder into the bit to go into the cup holder, and two, completely remove the supports. So by printing it on an angle, you can make use of the fact that a 3D printer can print at 45 degrees without supports, and yeah, that was the result. However, the sort of design at the back didn't print very well at 45 degrees because it's so thin and flexible. Being PETG, it ended up, well, looking a bit of a mess. With the first one, when I put it into place, I realized that it wouldn't actually fit, but that goes in nicely. But this wouldn't have fitted in had it been central, so it needed shifting over to the left, which I did on version 2. However, version 2, other than the issues I've already talked about, wouldn't sit completely down because it was flat, and there is obviously a curved surface of the van's dashboard. Version 3, again, this is all complete guesstimation, whatever you want to call it. I added this little triangular notch, which was designed to sit around the angle of the dashboard, but unfortunately my guesstimation was a little off and it didn't line up. I also removed all the funky design from the back because it wasn't really needed. Yeah. Version 4, this one here, I put the triangle in the correct place, moved it over to the left slightly, and adjusted the angle of this to fit the dashboard a little bit neater. I'm really happy with how this came out, to be honest. I would still make a few tweaks because, as you can see, when you're pulling this out, your fingers get caught on this back bit, and there's no real need for that back bit to be in there at all. Another thing I would say is that it's quite hard to use the phone in the case itself. Not that you should be using it as you're driving, but if you do pick it up, when you're stopped of course, and start tapping away, it's still hard to get the edges, so it's hard to pull down, hard to push up, hard to hit the home button. So I'm gonna pull these edges back a bit more to give a little bit more room on the screen, and then increase the size of the back to give a bit more grip where I'm removing it from the front. Again, also removing this because it's not needed, and then I'll just be able to pull the phone in and out without getting stuck. yeah.
So that's a wrap for this video. I've shown you my latest project, which was designing a phone mount for my car so that I can navigate hands-free and know where I'm going, which, you know, you need to know. Yeah, I've got lots more projects coming up, but I'm also thinking I might open up the channel a bit so it's not exclusively 3D printing stuff. Over the years, I've been to many different conferences and exhibitions, pitches from companies, all that sort of stuff, and I thought it would be great to start sharing some of those sort of nuggets I've picked up over the years and maybe inspire some business creativity as well as design creativity with the 3D printing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, etc. I've also got some more content coming up from the recent TCT exhibition I went to, so keep an eye out for that. See you next time.